Suntory Wildlife Whiskey. That's what we're about here.
Suntory Royal. Well, Mike, this one, I don't have a whole lot to tell you about this one.
Okay. It's Japanese.
Because it's, apparently doesn't exist.
It's Japanese ninja whiskey.
Smells nice on the cork. So, anyway, if this is your first time joining us, welcome to Brolic Whiskey. I'm Metahuman Dave.
I am just about to get a drink. Mike.
Yes, he is. So, we always taste our whiskeys three separate ways. First time is neat, second time is with some water, third is on ice. But this is Suntory Royal, and Mike, if you look at this bottle, you'll see that there's nothing in English.
Oh no, there's a number 4.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
So that's your alcohol percentage. It's 43% ABV.
Even the percentage sign is in English.
That's the only part that's in English. Everything else is in Japanese. But here's what's weird. I tried doing some research like I like to do for all the whiskeys. I can't get any information on this bottle at all. A lot of the stuff that I found was contradictory of each other. Completely, one person would say one thing, one would say another.
Okay.
All the labels look different. I haven't seen this particular label on any of the websites. I know nothing about this whiskey other than it's a blended Japanese whiskey made from Suntory.
Bootleg? Where'd you get this?
Here's what's funny.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll just go to Suntory's website and look at their lineup. This does not exist as their lineup. So,
we buying whiskey out of the back of a truck?
I don't know. You know who we got to ask?
Who?
Mr. Johnny Brolic.
What did you give us, man? Is this real? Did you just make this? You just printed this label on your printer at home? What is this?
So Johnny Brolic donated this bottle as well. Freshly opened at the meetup last weekend.
Oh my God, that meetup was ridiculous. That meetup was absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, it smells nice on the nose.
It smells really nice, but the color is just strangely golden.
It does have a golden hue. Oh, and I guess we could say we're back. A lot of people have been saying, why are you guys not recording outdoors anymore?
Uh-oh.
We finally have a weekend where it's not raining. And that's why the birds are so happy. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to edit out all the happy birds.
Yeah. We're not going to be able to take out this sunlight, too, because this is pretty goddamn intense today. We're not used to this.
So now we're back outdoors as is.
Yeah, and you're right. It smells great. A lot of pear to me. A lot of pear. Some red apple, not green apple. Doesn't have that tart green apple smell, but I do smell some apple to it.
Definitely getting a lot of fruity notes, so yeah, I'm in agreement with you, but I would even throw in a little bit of berry.
Think so, huh?
I wish I had more information about the whiskey so I know what it's a blend of, which distilleries were involved, but we're just going to go by taste on this one. Mike, what are you thinking?
Well, it doesn't have that typical Japanese sweet note to it. I don't get that much sweetness to it. It does tingle, which is confusing. I want to say there's a little bit of rye in there somewhere. Not a lot. There's a little bit. I want to say there's a little bit in there. But it's definitely not as sweet as the other Japanese whiskeys that we've tried.
And I can't tell you whether you're right or wrong because I know nothing on the whiskey. I don't know if there are Japanese whiskeys that do use rye in their mash bill, so if you guys know of a Japanese whiskey that does use rye in the mash bill, let us know down in the comment section below which ones do.
A little bit of the spicy that I usually taste when I do those ryes.
It's a unique experience because I was nervous that since it was a blended Japanese whiskey that it was going to be very grain heavy, and I don't believe it is because I'm not getting that harsh alcoholic flavor that you get with the grain whiskeys. This actually does seem mellow, malty, but I do know it's a blend of malts and grains. I'm just saying it might not be very high in grain.
Okay. I do not like the texture of it. I think it's really thin. It doesn't really leave anything on the tongue. I'm not a fan of that. And it almost tastes like it's already watered down.
It is thin. I'm not gonna say it goes away immediately, but it doesn't linger like a peated whiskey, which is what you tend to lean towards nowadays. But I do say this is a good whiskey depending on the price.
Huh, yeah.
And that's the thing. I have no idea on price either, because everything I saw contradicted each other again.
Okay.
And I've seen it from as low as, if you can possibly buy it in Japan for as low as $50,
Okay.
up to well over 200. So
That's a broad range.
exactly. So we're just gonna go on flavor, not value.
I am middle of the road on this.
What's middle of the road for you?
Oh, 5.
Solid 5.
Right
just
down
like
the middle.
right down the middle.
Right down the middle.
I'm gonna give it a higher score than you. I don't find that it's completely boring. It's just not blowing me away, but I'm gonna give it a 6.1.
It smells better than it tastes. It doesn't have much duration for the drink. I don't know, middle of the road. I'm not offended by it, but I'm not impressed.
And that's exactly it. If it's a high priced bottle, then unfortunately it's a disappointment. If it is a middle of the road price, then $50 for the bottle wouldn't be that bad of a buy.
$50 for the experience, I guess, would be okay.
Now,
It'd be okay.
I'm not sure, but maybe this is a Japanese exclusive. Like I said, I tried doing research on this one. I came up with nothing. There was nothing that could be found on this.
It's probably in Japanese.
So we're just going on experience, and still gotta say thank you to the unofficial sponsor of the show, Johnny
Wow.
Brolic, for hooking us up with a freshie.
Go ahead, smell that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
See, Mike's wows are always confusing because they could be good or bad. In my glass, it brought out some vanilla notes.
Vanilla and syrup.
Okay, I was gonna say
It smells like pancake syrup to me.
that's strange because I did notice that I did accidentally give you 2 drops versus I only did have 1, so mine doesn't give me that syrup. Mine smells more like vanilla.
Yeah, yours is straight up vanilla. I smell pancake syrup.
That's strange how a difference of just 1 drop can change
Yeah.
flavor, or the nose at least that much.
And I swear, I stopped snorting syrup.
Can you just give us a few minutes?
We'll give you some later. Interesting. I don't know which way to lean on that one, but interesting.
If you're saying interesting, we gotta trade glasses real quick.
Okay.
Just real quick because I don't want to give mine away, but
Whoa!
yeah, strange.
Whoa!
It's so strange. You would think that yours would have been harsher or whatever, because I gave you 2 drops and mine only had 1 drop. Yours tastes sweeter, smells nicer, everything. Mine smelled like vanilla only, but as you can see by his coughing, it came very strong with the alcohol and harshness.
Pure rubbing alcohol.
That is bad.
Wow.
Crazy how a difference of 1 drop of water can make these glasses taste completely different.
Right.
So, since we typically do 1 drop of water, I accidentally gave him 2. I do have to give a score based off of my glass, not off of Mike's. And this is like a 1.5, 1.5. It's bad.
That one's bad. I'm not taking mine down too much. I'm gonna take it down to a 4.
His was way better.
This is very much drinkable, but again, those spice notes are coming out at me. Like there's something else in here. Maybe they blended it with a rye. I don't know. Not enjoyable. Let's just move on. Let's go these gigantic monster ice cubes.
Johnny wanted the big ice cubes. He gets the big ice cubes because he gave us the ice cube tray.
I'm not even sure that's an ice cube tray.
So, on the rocks, Canadian Glencairn, please be better than the water alone.
Honestly, I'm kind of worried. to be real with you because that was so awful.
But that had less water than yours, so hopefully, by having more water dilution now,
Maybe.
this might be okay.
Oh, this smells like yours now. Very vanilla-y.
Vanilla, like Milli Vanilli.
Girl, you know it's true.
Vanilla-y.
I see you're fluent in Japanese.
How much did I drink? Vanilla-y.
We had all of about maybe an ounce of alcohol so far.
Ooh.
That's the face that I expect to see from Mike.
Yeah. Ooh. This is yuck face.
That is weird. But I actually get greens. And green
Really?
grapes, green pear.
You're not sure it's not cut grass? Oh, no. That's just like yours.
That's strange. I
Oh.
actually don't think it's horrendous. There should be no reason why ours tastes different.
It shouldn't be, but oh. Whew.
We're just on different planes today. I mean, it tastes the same to me.
No,
I actually somewhat
Oh.
like this.
Don't do this.
Hot summer day like we're having today.
This is hot garbage.
I would actually say this might not be a bad whiskey to go for on the rocks. Mike obviously hates it, but I think it's decent. And by decent, I'm saying like a 4.3.
Pour it on the rocks, because that's all this is good for. This stuff is horrible now. This is bad. I'm taking it to the one. I can't deal with this.
Wow.
Yeah, this is garbage.
I will take yours and finish this off with our sign off. But first things first, if you do have
Rocks.
some other Japanese whiskeys that you want us to look at, we love taking suggestions from you guys so we
Yeah,
know what to
please.
purchase. There's just so many whiskeys out there.
I like the Japanese whiskeys. They're always clean tasting and just simple and just delightful. This, oh.
Well, can't say that because Toki was your #1 hated whiskey prior
That's
to
not,
Proper 12.
no, that's gutter water. That's not, no.
It's made by the same company, Suntory.
Okay, so they screwed up twice. They've made 2 turds. But that, God, Toki's awful. This is pretty bad. I don't know where you're getting that from.
I actually think it's decent on the rocks, so go for it if you're wanting to have something when it's hot out. Otherwise, Mike's gonna
There's
hit you
so
up.
much better stuff out there. Don't do this. Don't do this. There's so much better stuff.
Don't do this one, which was the one with water.
Or this one. Let's go.
Chopsticks?
Chopsticks!